Hey everybody, how are you doing today? I certainly hope you're doing very good. And I tell you what, I know I'm doing good myself now that we're on the edge of cutting into a big old fat turkey or perhaps some chicken with a little dressing on the side and then cranberry sauce and oh, you talking about some good stuff. Mashed potatoes and green beans, fried okra. Oh man, it's gonna be a fabulous time as we prepare for Thanksgiving. And so I would like to start by saying thank you so much for tuning in, first of all. And I would like to welcome all of you to another episode of TJ's Topics. And I also would like to say happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you. I hope that your Thanksgiving will be very good and filled with joy and laughter, excitement, plenty of good food and fun, fellowship with family and friends, and just have a good time because that's what it's all about. And being grateful for what you have, you know, despite all the things that have happened throughout this year, we're blessed just to be here to have survived all of the things that have went on throughout this year. I mean, so we have a lot to be thankful for during this holiday season. And I certainly hope and pray that each of you are experiencing the very best that life has to offer. Not just during Thanksgiving or during the holiday season, but throughout this year, throughout all the years to come. I mean, it means a lot, to be able to celebrate this time. And I just don't want to allow the season to pass without acknowledging the fact that we've we've experienced a lot, and and I'm gonna tell you one thing now, and this is gonna lead into today's topic. By the way, one thing that I have experienced throughout this year is um, running into people from my past, and that is my topic: running into people from your past. And I've ran into people that I used to deal with, whether they were people I worked with on the job, whether previous jobs or even since I've been in the school district, people I used to go to church with, or people I used to live in the neighborhood with, people I went to school with. I've I've ran into a number of those people throughout the year of 2024. And I'm sure that you have ran into a number of people from your past as well. Uh, and let me ask you this: how did you feel when you saw those individuals? Because, you know, different people uh, bring about different types of memories, according to the encounters that we had with them, the experiences that we had while dealing with them. Everybody doesn't leave a very good impression on us. Sometimes people can wreak havoc on our mentality and our spirits. I mean, they can do a world of damage to us, make us feel, oh my goodness, just terrible on the inside. They have a way of tearing us down. They don't care what they say or how they say it. They can hurt your feelings without cussing you out. Now that right there, look, people think that you got to cuss people out. You got to always be acting a fool and stuff. But sometimes you can kill folk with just just doing a little something, just saying a little something, but saying it in such a harsh way. And they say that words don't hurt, but actually they do. And I've encountered a number of people in the past whom I've been hurt by, even this year, people I've dealt with that I try to stay away from them. And sometimes, look, when it comes to dealing with people, running into people from your past, if and when you do run into them, don't you try to like stay away from them. Like for example, if you see them in the grocery store and you know that the vibe between the two of you wasn't ever good from the jump, and then you happen to see them coming in the door and you're already in there doing your shopping and whatnot, don't you have a way of avoiding them, at all costs? Like if you see them approaching the aisle that you're on, if you look up and you see them coming, you duck and you turn and go down the other end. and then you just don't want to be bothered with them, because you know that if they get close enough to you, they're going to want to say something to you. And you trying to be the good person that you hope to be, that you just don't want to get into any kind of conflict, because it doesn't take much to spark a heated discussion or argument. I have had moments where I ran into somebody and we didn't get into an argument or anything, but the energy between the two of us wasn't good at all. Like one time I ran into this elderly lady who I used to go to church with years ago. And I haven't forgotten about the negative comments that she made about me in the past. And I never will. And she'll be dead and gone after a while. And I still remember the things that she said. And so one day I was at Walmart and I was just standing up looking at what I had in my cart and trying to figure out what else I needed to get before I checked out. She came down through there where I was, and she spoke to me. Well, hello there, young man. How are you? I said, I'm doing fine. How you doing? She said, oh, good. Long time no see. I said, yeah, it has been a long time. Are you doing all right? I said, yeah, I'm doing fine. She said, well, good. Then she went on. I treated her the same way that she treated me. And she talked to me in a sort of dry and nonchalant manner. I talked to her the same way. Now, because I hadn't been around her in years, ever since I left the church. So why in the hell did she even see the need to approach me? And we haven't been around each other since I walked out that church. And at the time, I had been out of there for going on 10 years. And now it has been 10 years, pretty much. I just don't see the purpose in, clinging to people whom you no longer have any dealings with. Whoever it was that you dealt with, a coworker or something. Like I have seen coworkers, people I worked with in the past, years ago, and every now and then we may bump into each other. I speak to them, but I don't have a conversation for them, because while we were on the job together, we didn't have that much to say. And then, they were the type of people who like to start mess all the time. And so I'd rather stay away from them, because they haven't changed. You would think that the older people get, the more sense or better sense they would have. And they wouldn't be still trying to harbor so much anger and frustration, and they wouldn't be still trying to be what shit starter. You would think they wouldn't be still trying to be that way after all these years. But no matter how old some people get, no matter what they've experienced in their lifetime, you know, they can be in a car accident, or they can be laying in the hospital, doctors on the verge of giving up on them. You know, sometimes they've already given up on them, but a miracle happens and they come back this way, and they still walk around here with the worst attitudes, and for some reason they think that they're owed something because of who they are. But no, nobody owes them anything. There's a lot of folk out here like that. People we have dealt with in the past. They see us and they want to run up to us, want to give us a hug and act like we're so much of a friend, and oh, come in, I ain't see you in a long time, give me a hug. You didn't want to hug me while we were, you know, in close quarters, you know, whether it was on a job or in some type of organization, working together or whatever. So why you want to run up and hug me now? You know, I don't buy that kind of stuff. That's fakeness to me. And I've dealt with too many fake people in my lifetime to you know, I don't go for that. So again, I ask you, how do you feel about people whom you've ran into from your past that you didn't have a good relationship with? You know, it might have been a coworker whom you wanted to knock upside the head, or might have been somebody who claimed to, you know, love the loud, you know, the ones that do all the hand clapping and foot stomping and run around in church, jumping and shouting, but proved themselves to be the biggest hell raisers. And then they want to run up to you. You don't come to church no more. I ain't seen you in a long time. What happened? And you just tell them, I don't belong there anymore. I left. Then they start asking questions. How do you feel about people like that? Or somebody who used to live in the neighborhood with you, you know, and then you move out and you move on. And they want to know, why did you move? Well, it was time to move on. Your season living there was up. Time to move on to bigger and better things. But the problem is, a lot of times, the people whom we run into from our past, they're satisfied right where they are. And they don't have any desire to do better. They want to just stay right there, and they would love to keep you right there with them if they could. No. Sometimes it's best to just part ways. And I don't have a problem doing that with anybody. It can be family members. I part ways with them if I have to. And some of them I already have. And and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna move on. When it comes to separation, you know, and I remember what Jeffrey Osborne said: it takes separation to bring appreciation. But there are many different ways where people can separate. You know, sometimes death can separate you, and if that be the case, then there is no coming back. They can apologize all they want to, but they can't apologize if they're in the grave. So they should apologize while they were here. Well, anyway, I guess I'm gonna go ahead on and let you go so you can enjoy your Thanksgiving and cook that turkey real good. Don't half cook them, because you want them to be done. You know, especially if you're gonna fry them. Make sure you fry the turkey and be safe when you do. Throw them out and drop them in that grease, that oil, and shh. Your potato salad and all that good stuff, and have a good time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I really enjoyed you on this episode of TJ's Topics. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. And you know what? I think next time when we get together, it could very well be in December, won't it? I think it will be December. I tell you, this year is almost over. Now, we're getting ready for Thanksgiving right now, but soon it's going to be Christmas. And after that, it'll be 2025. I tell you, I'm excited. I hope you are too. This is Taryn Jerome Harris, reminding each of you that every round goes higher and higher. And I want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Okay? Enjoy yourselves. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.